All right, this is Around Midnight for Friday, July the 27th. I am Joe Carbonetta, one of the local boys. I've got Chevelle Devine and Todd Fluker. And, of course, you. Thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you're having a wonderful Friday night. And we want to thank you for watching us. We also want you to like us and share us. And we'd like you to join the Facebook chat tonight. And even maybe give us a call, 951-356-6882, because while we do absolutely love your written input, we'd really love to hear your voice. And we'll put you on the show with us tonight if you call.
Were you about to say on the air and you pulled back?
I was almost going to say on the air, but we're not actually on the air. We're on the net now.
We're not on any air.
You have to know
I mean, a lot of people are on Wi-Fi, so you could be on the air.
That is true, Todd. That is very true. But you have to know, if you're watching this show and you've only started watching the new episodes, we've actually been doing this show since, what, the early 90s?
Ugh.
And we were on the air at that time.
And we seriously couldn't come up with something better to do with a Friday.
I know. And so we're back to doing this on Friday nights. We flash forward, I don't know how many years it's been, and now we're all old and fat, and we've got kids and everything, because we were young 20-somethings when we started doing this show. But yeah, we're still here. And
still got nothing to do on a Friday night.
Yeah, we're not on the air.
Yeah, now is an excuse to get away from, well, it was kind of an excuse then, too. I mean, I love my wife.
Okay, anyway.
I thought it was an excuse to go to Caro's at 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's what we used to do after the show, was go to Caro's at 2 o'clock in the morning. That was actually a lot of fun, but yeah, we don't get to do that anymore.
Except for the other 80 patrons in there, like, why do these guys keep singing these stupid 80s songs?
Remember we used to go bowling every week?
That was awesome. I miss those days. I really do.
Yeah, my bowling shoes are, I think they're all brittle and breaking apart now.
I actually had to
they
buy.
haven't been used.
I had to buy new bowling shoes a while back. I did. Hey, I still go bowling when I can. And even my kids love bowling. But
what kind of average you rocking now?
Oh God, it's pathetic now. I'm lucky if I hit 150.
My
average high roller.
I
thought he was gonna say 50. I'm like, I got you beat. I could pull a 51 or 52.
No. Do you remember I used to bowl up in the 200s, and now
you're just bragging.
Yeah, no. Well, now it's sad. It really is. That's my best game, and after that, it's all downhill.
Yeah, good for one game, and then you're like,
Then pretty much my arm and my shoulder were gone. I'm like, oh, what happened? I'm doing Chevelle, putting the ball in the next lane. You guys remember when he would do that?
No.
It was like when we would go to the bars sometimes after the show, and then we would play pool, and Chevelle would actually put the balls from the table on somebody else's table.
That was called strategy. I was trying to throw you and them off.
That was his mad game. That was his way to try and pick up on a girl, was to plant his ball on their table and then go, "Hi, how you doing? My name's CJ," and
I thought he felt like he could make more points going onto somebody else's table.
I don't know. I don't know.
He's like, I'm doing terribly on this table. I got to be doing better on some other table.
So speaking of being young, Todd, you came to the table this evening wanting to discuss this thing about plastic and what it's doing to men.
Oh man, you do not even want to know.
I actually probably don't, but let's go ahead and discuss this anyway.
So I saw a headline, jumped right out at me. It really speaks to me as a person. Gets to my core.
This speaks to you, huh?
Yeah,
as a person.
like,
why?
Yeah, I'm like, people have to know about this. This is a genuine problem that people should hear about. Like, that's what people are talking about. You hear there's the noise that Trump is making, that all these other news stories just aren't getting the proper coverage that they need. And this is why you go to the internet, to get the real news, not that fake news, people.
Which is why you're watching us right now, because you want the real stories.
You want the real
Gotta do the
talk.
breaking news one on that one.
Okay, all right. Are you ready?
Breaking news.
All right, there you go.
Study warns plastics could be shrinking penises.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. Wait.
There's got to be like
be ready.
Bump, bump,
I know. Yeah, there is. I just don't know where it is on this thing. Because you know what it is.
Just hit a
here we
random
go.
one.
Wait, there we go. You know what it is? It's because I reorganized the whole panel.
Stop touching it.
I know. Well, see,
that's what she said.
I
That's also shrinking penises.
Exactly. That goes right back. That ties us right back into the story.
How is that an old wives' tale? How is playing with yourself supposedly going to make your penis smaller?
I don't know.
It's supposed to make you go blind.
Didn't they say that would make you go blind?
I could
I
see
knew
how
there
that
was
could
some
happen.
negative effect. but
you could see
that
how that
I
would make
ignored.
you. How do you know
Well, when
this?
you finish, if you get a good launch, you could put your eye
I
out.
could do it. No, that deserves a
Hey, these are
bump,
facts,
bump,
bro.
bump.
No, that's not
These are
frightening.
facts.
That's
dangerous.
I'm spitting facts, so to speak. Go! All right, it's late in the show. We got to cut this out.
So, basically, the story is chemicals in everyday items, from household cleaners to food packaging, can damage a man's package.
Are you quoting something here when you're reading this? By the way,
This is an article on the New York Post.
Oh, okay, all right. Just so wait a minute. I got to back up this for a minute. You say you understand how this could make you blind.
The plastic?
No. The whole thing about
The jerkin.
touching yourself is going to
Jerking the
make you.
gherkin?
Yes, that's going to make you blind.
Choking the chicken? Yeah, absolutely.
Bashing the bishop.
Doing the knuckle shuffle on the bushwhacker?
I like it. It hurts.
If you're doing it wrong.
Okay. All right. So anyway, all right. Going back, I was really having a hard time with this.
So to speak.
Oh, really?
Button's gonna get worn out.
Yeah, seriously, that one's gonna stop. So okay. So the plastics are causing. How is it causing the shrinkage though? Does the article explain how it's causing shrinkage? And I mean, is this shrinkage when it's sleeping, or is this shrinkage when it's at attention?
I don't know that it goes into details like that. It
These are
says,
important facts.
In 2014, a study led by Sweden's Karlstad University showed the effects of phthalates, a common component of many products, on young males. The researchers showed significant shortening of the distance between the anus and the penis. Bum, bum, bum!
Wait a minute. So is that talking about, like, the anus and the tip, or is that talking about the taint?
You know,
From the sack to the back?
you know where your penis is attached to your body?
Uh-huh.
That.
That gets smaller?
No, I just been using my head, like you said.
Huh.
Okay.
It's complicated.
So, but you know what? I did get out of that. It was talking about young males. So I think we're okay here at the table. We can eat all the plastic
Yeah,
we
I
want
think-
because we're old now. It doesn't matter.
I think mainly in this article it talks about a doctor. This phthalates thing, BPA, and to blame for a rising
Don't
number.
tell me it was Dr. Dick Little who came up with this study.
A rise in the number of baby boys being born with genital defects.
Huh.
So yeah, I think it's more
So
of
women
a,
can't eat plastics. It's causing a birth defect?
Yeah, so once again, they're just whipping
Dude,
us into a needless
that's jacked
frenzy.
up.
To that I say,
I've got balls of steel.
Man, that's not cool, bro.
It's totally jacked up, right?
Come
Huh.
on, man. You got to give the kid a head start, man.
Yeah, they got me to click on that link, though.
well, so basically
That's
what
some
you're
clickbait.
suggesting then is we should avoid, for our young male children, we should avoid all products that are stored in plastics of any kind.
That's why you got to get the baby food in the glass jar.
Yeah, we need to go back to things with the glass jars. That's exactly what I was thinking.
And the plastic diapers, it's probably those two.
Oh, wow. Well, no, but they don't eat those. Does this...
They're,
Well, now,
I mean,
You guys
it's
have met
right
my son,
on,
right?
It's right on the business.
Please don't tell me your son ate a diaper.
he'll eat whatever you get in front of him if you leave him there long enough.
Yep, he is a divine.
Yeah.
I was listening to the other day a podcast, How Stuff Works, or no, it was
That's funny
Stuff
that
you
you would
should
go
know.
into how stuff works right after discussing your junk.
no, it's called Stuff You Should Know, and they were talking about recycling and the state of recycling today, and about how the how there was that big shake-up in the recycling community just recently. How
Oh,
China
yeah, that was the one that
stopped-
inspired by Chevelle's belief that recycling actually costs more money than it saves.
That's what thing they mentioned. They were saying as things, especially like styrofoam, it is a net loss to recycle.
Yep.
Why don't we just stop making styrofoam in the first place? Because I am tired of picking up the packing peanuts from everybody else's Amazon packages in my front yard.
Yeah, they probably should, and that's what they're saying. Those are the
I think
kind of
some
things
places
that are
have
so.
outlawed it, and Amazon actually doesn't use it a lot of time.
Yeah, they just use the.
That plastic bubble
That's
crap.
true.
Bubbles,
I
bubble
shouldn't.
wrap.
I shouldn't accuse Amazon. It was the first thing that came to my mind. But I don't believe I've ever received a package from Amazon that had packing peanuts in it.
In the last 10 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an interesting podcast. It was talking about how China was buying up all these recycled materials, but they just stopped because they're kind of an up-and-coming nation, and they were just buying up all this stuff in order to manufacture everything the world needs, because that's what China does.
Yeah.
But nowadays they're like, yeah, we don't actually need all this stuff, and plus a lot of stuff they're buying from America. They're sneaking in a lot of garbage in with the recycled material. They're like, these pallets full of recyclable material need to be less than a certain percentage garbage. And it was just getting too bad, and they were saying no more. So, yeah, China stopped.
Well, now the tariffs on that will make it nearly impossible. So,
Oh, yeah, that's going to work.
Trump will take care of it.
yeah, I'm sure.
Don't worry.
I'm sure he will.
I'm kind of thinking he's full of packing peanuts himself, especially between the ears.
In case people didn't get it, it's got to be between the ears.
I'm just saying.
Oh, well, as long as you're just saying.
Why do you keep going to that freeze frame, Todd? I'm just kind of curious. I realize the viewers at home cannot see this, or maybe they can,
That's-
but you keep coming to this freeze frame where Chevelle is... I don't know what Chevelle's doing,
Well,
and my mouth is agape.
That's a bad
And-
sign, because that's supposed to be our stream, and it's frozen.
Freezing up.
Oh, that is actually our live stream that we're supposed to be
Uh,
looking at that's frozen like that?
Our streaming condition is green. We should be good. I think it's just that Facebook page froze up.
Oh, okay.
But I can't be certain.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Once again, you've got the green light, but we can't believe everything we see on Facebook. So, you know what, if you're watching the show, oh, well, wait a minute. If our stream is frozen, does that mean we can no longer see the Facebook chat?
Chevelle,
Huh.
what's the last chat you have?
Probably that one.
Oh, great.
From you?
Great. So
Yeah.
nobody's checking the Facebook chat now, so they're probably like, why are we bothering?
We have 4 viewers, as far as I can tell. Oh, see, there it moved.
Wow, that looks horrible.
It looks fine on mine. We're good. So
Okay.
Stop talking about it and just keep doing it.
So that's Todd's computer then that just can't handle. It's the heat.
It might be.
Todd's computer
No.
is melting down in the heat.
No, it's,
I'm going to start melting down soon. It is so hot in here.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, my God.
Pretty bad.
All right. Well, you know what? Speaking of heat, you know what time it is now, guys? It's time for us to discuss what we've had to ingest before the show this evening.
In your face.
Okay.
In your face. Where did you get that?
I put it together, actually.
That's him.
Oh, that's actually you?
No, that's not actually me.
No, it's
but
totally him.
There's a whole bunch of sound bites that I grabbed from
That
all
does
kinds of different
sound
things.
like
and
it could be you.
I cut it all together, and
totally
I thought it was funny.
Do it, Joe. Say, in your face.
In your face.
See, it
Totally
sounds,
him.
It sounds like him.
That's him.
It is him.
It's him.
Yeah, that was Chevelle screaming, "What?" And go ahead, do that.
What?
No, you gotta scream it because you know you can't. No. He's pretending like he didn't, but he did.
What?
In your face.
Sounds like Harry and the Hendersons.
Would you just start talking about what we
Hey,
ate?
you guys.
It goes downhill from here, people.
Seriously.
Anywho, what's in your face? I thought Chevelle was going to jump on it, but I'll go
Okay.
ahead and start.
Yeah, you
we,
do it.
We were just driving down the street, like we do on the way to the Studio A, for the show tonight. And we were like, hey, there's some young gentlemen sitting on the street. They seem to be doing something. Let's investigate. And Chevelle was like, I don't think so,
Please
Todd.
don't tell me they were gutting a dog or something.
It's hard to tell from the actual taste of the food we got. It
Oh
could
my
have been.
goodness.
But they had a little. They put together a little taco stand on the street corner, and I was wondering. But did you see how they had a generator?
I
like,
didn't notice. I think they're
Are they
doing
tapping
propane.
into municipal power?
Nah, bruh.
Excellent.
They just had a little generator going.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
'cause they had lights and everything out. Yeah.
so yeah, we had a bunch of tacos, and
That first guy seemed like he was a little irritated.
he did.
I didn't know if it was just me. I mean, I always think people are irritated because
Well, you do have a tendency to rub people the wrong way.
Well,
often.
I mean that is probably part of it, but
Was it your "Make America Great" hat again? Or your MAGA hat?
that would definitely be the wrong place to wear that hat. I think
So-
I'm gonna get one of those. Can you? He probably wants to charge like $800 for that daggum hat.
Yeah. So
All right, will you let him finish talking about the food?
yeah, we picked up a variety pack of tacos.
Yeah.
Some
Makeshift tacos.
carnitas tacos, some cabeza tacos, some.
Which, by the way, I would not eat. I will not eat the
Other-
cabeza tacos. All right. No.
You know, I felt that way for a long time.
You know, I actually read an article. There was, you know, those crazy articles you see where they have a picture of an X-ray of a person, and there's like, you know, it's well worm-ridden or something like that. And It says like, this person ate too much sushi, and they're like, you know, look it up on Snopes. They're like, that is
bull
not
crap.
where that comes from. That is not actually a thing.
Oh, I remember that one. It was floating around on Facebook for a while.
Yeah. So anyway, Joe's worried about getting worms.
Yes, yes, I
And,
am.
You know, I am only slightly slightly concerned for getting worms by eating tacos from the street. I would say they were fine.
They were fine.
You can't even say anything like, you know, we should have got the guy's name, like tacos by.
Yeah, this is the thing that concerns me is that you
remember.
guys don't even know where you got these from. Like that.
All right,
that-
so what
they
happens
won't
is if
even
you're
be
going
there tomorrow.
down-
It's like those car dealerships that you see that miraculously appear one day, and then you buy the car from them, and you drive it home, and it breaks down, and the next day you go back, and they're not there anymore. It's like a ghost town.
What
One
are
of
you
those
talking
pop-up
about?
used car dealerships, and you went to a pop-up taco stand.
This sounds like an
That's
episode
the
of the
best food
Twilight
ever.
Zone. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it sounds like episode 1 where the guy's walking around and there's nobody there. Never mind. You have to see it. So, anywho, they weren't that bad. We got 4 of them, and I'm cool with Joe not eating the cabeza because it was good.
So
Everybody
anyway,
needs a little cabeza in their life.
yeah, you know,
That'll be the day.
tacos by Raul. He was, I would say,
Why
he
are
was
you making up names
I'm
now?
making up a name for him. He's got to have a name. I'm sure it's something like that. Tacos by Paulo. They were.
gonna try and forget you said that.
I would give it a, you know, 1.5 local boys.
I don't know if I would.
Do you have
even
anything
go-
besides Mexican food?
all you need is Mexican food. I'm good. Throw down on some
I,
Mexican food.
do you think it was the fact that when I walked up, I was like, he was like, hey, what do you guys want? And I was like, hey, what do you got? Are you just doing tacos? You got burritos?
Maybe he thought you were
Do you
trying to
think-
score drugs.
Do you think me asking for burrito was what put him, like, put his
I
jaw
don't know,
out of
man.
joint?
I think what put his jaw out of joint is the fact that he was sitting over there cooking tacos in 190-degree heat. That might
and
have
you
something
asked
to do
for a
with it.
burrito. That might have done it, though.
Like, no, I don't have no daggone burritos. You see the sign that says tacos. Actually, they didn't have a sign. It would have been an improvement. And for the price,
yeah, what? They were like
they were like a buck
a
and a
buck
quarter each,
25,
buck
buck
and a half.
50 each.
Yeah, we got 18 and it was like 16.
No,
we
we
got
got
12 and it was 18
It was 18 bucks.
So,
yeah.
so you walked up and said, "Do you have any burritos?"
Do you
It's
have
gotta be
anything
buck
besides
50.
Mexican
and
food?
he said,
This town's getting too rough for me.
Yeah,
they
he-
were not bad. I mean, it's street tacos, man.
I would say it was definitely the kind of thing you should sit and eat there. You know, trying to travel with it was less than ideal.
"You mean it's like In and Out? Because when you get the French fries and then you try to drive home with them, by the time you get home, they're already cold and they're not the same as when they come right off the counter."
Especially if you get them animal style. They're
Ah.
really ruined.
Okay.
They're all sogified.
All right.
But yeah, that's the kind of thing you know, you just got a paper plate. You're throwing some salsas and
Styrofoam
some
plate,
crap on
actually,
there or
we
whatever.
might have to address that.
Oh yeah, we got to scrub that off and put it in the recycling.
What?
Styrofoam plate.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh wait, it's not worth it. They're just gonna throw it away.
Okay. So
Take that, Dolphins.
So we're saying
Suck
1.5
on that.
local boys on this one. Is that?
I would I maybe less because I would say if I saw this mysterious man serving tacos again, I would not stop.
You would not stop again. Oh,
think so.
okay.
I
All
would
right.
keep on trucking down the street to Burger King or whatever.
The
Oh,
Alpa store
wow.
wasn't bad, but the other ones there was like zero seasoning on them. They didn't put anything on.
But so we don't want to make this indicative of all street taco vendors. Just
No,
this
I'm doing
particular
that.
one.
I'm saying that all of them are terrible.
Nah,
Really?
they're all about like that.
Oh wow. Okay.
The taco
all right.
trucks are legit. The pop-up tents,
Okay. All right. Well.
bro, invest in some wheels.
So I guess that's what you guys did with the food.
Not yet.
All right. Well, so this has been another exciting episode of What's in Your Face right here with the local boys. And yeah, stay away from the street taco vendors.
In your face.
We got some chat going on the Facebook. We got Emerson jumping up. He says, "Can I get a shout out, my fam?"
Ooh.
Shout out to the fam.
All right. Hey,
Shout out,
fams.
Emerson.
How you doing?
Thanks
Local
for
boys saying
watching.
hello. Appreciate it, Emerson.
Thanks for watching.
Can I get a paycheck? You help a brother out. You
And
want to sponsor the show?
Can I get a thumbs up on the Facebook page?
And Roxy wants to know, why is it called around midnight? It's not even 11.
Again, Roxy, we touched on that at the beginning of the show. We've been doing this show since the early 1990s, and when we originally were on the air, it would go on at midnight because, frankly, nobody thought we were good enough for anything earlier than that. So we would go on the air at midnight, and that was the name of the show, and we're still doing the same show. So we
And we're
just kept the name.
old.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm not trying to be up at no midnight doing this nonsense.
we thought about changing
You
it
crazy?
to at 10 p.m., but it just doesn't roll off the tongue like around midnight did.
Yeah.
Besides which, since we're actually available on YouTube after the fact, or even still on Facebook, you can actually watch us time delayed. You can click us on at midnight, and we'll still be around midnight. You can't call in at that point, but you can't have your cake and eat it too, Roxy.
You can call in. You can call in and leave us a message.
That's true. You could call and leave us a message. You can always post in the chat post show. So yeah, I guess you can. have
Joe,
your
she
cake
said,
and eat
I
it too.
know. You're over-explaining this.
I'm answering the question. Don't
Bro.
ask a question you don't want an answer to.
Bro.
Dang, and she says Chipotle food is worse.
And she would be right.
Yeah,
Is
I'm
it?
not
No
sure I'm going to
way.
argue with her on
No
that one.
way.
I don't think Chipotle is that great.
Chipotle is good.
Wait, aren't they the ones that got busted several
Several
times
times.
for foodborne illnesses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's going to happen. It's
my
gonna
stomach
ebb
doesn't
and
feel
flow.
great right now. So I can't say
That's
that I
because you
didn't.
ate the cabeza.
I didn't catch a foodborne illness.
I didn't touch the cabeza, and I feel all right.
The cabeza is good, man. And I didn't want to
Yeah.
do it because everybody thinks when they hear cabeza, they're thinking sesos. It's not the same thing.
For those of you who don't know Spanish, cabeza is head, sesos is brains.
Yeah. And I would take cabeza over lengua. I don't understand people that do lengua.
That's tongue, by the way, and I won't
can't.
touch that either.
It's not terrible. It's just not my favorite. But cabeza is so tender.
No, I'm not
Oh my
trying
gosh,
it.
it
No.
is so delicious.
Not eating that. Not
It's a little greasy, though.
Yeah, and you like that with fava beans and a nice Chianti? We're gonna get sued for that, I'm sure.
Nobody's going to get that reference, man.
Watch them block
No
us
one.
from YouTube.
That's
Okay.
one of the most recognizable quotes of the last decade. Well, not a decade.
Yeah. Century, maybe?
Century. Yeah, let's say that.
Well, the last half of a century anyway, 50 years. How about that? Because, I mean, if you go back before that, there was like, frankly,
Bicentennial.
Scarlet, I don't give a damn. I mean, wasn't that a pretty recognizable quote
Yeah,
back in its
except that's
day?
not actually the quote.
Yeah, he actually said, "Hey, bitch, you got dress made out of curtains."
That's not what he said at all.
That's what he said.
But you know what? Speaking of references that nobody will get, if you ever watched the Carol Burnett show, they did a classic send-up of that where she grabs the curtains off the wall and puts them on, including the curtain rod, and it was absolutely hilarious. So I know that nobody knows what I'm talking about there, but if you ever look up the Carol Burnett show on the internet, because it's got to be on YouTube or something somewhere, look up that whole thing about
man.
Gone with the Wind. It was really good. All right, I guess on that note, it's probably about time for us to be saying our goodbyes because we're just about out of time. Did anybody have any closing thoughts, any parting shots before we wind this up?
Why did you have to put the emphasis on shots and look at me?
You know what? That wasn't
Man.
where I was going.
Like, anybody have any parting shots?
It really wasn't where I was
Anybody
going.
got something else to say? What was that? What was that?
Does anybody got anything left for this guy? Anything left in the clip?
Do you have a permit to be on that microphone?
Oh my goodness, probably not.
Yeah.
So, was that a no? Then is that what that was? I see you thinking there, CJ.
It would be too much for the slate in the game.
No, please go ahead. No.
We got to save it for later.
Well, you know what? That would be a good cliffhanger. Why don't you bring something up now and we can pick it up again next
I'm
Friday
not starting
night?
that fight right now. We can start that fight next.
Oh, now I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
You can't give us a tease, anything.
Not as yet. I mean, I'm sure something's crazy is going to happen.
In other words, he doesn't actually have any idea.
Well,
He's
I
just-
mean, there's the thing, like, and I've been hearing this, and I'm like wondering what now maybe he's talking about Russia, but Trump keeps talking about how the economy's getting better, and I'm like, what the hell economy is he talking about?
Well, you know what? It's improved over, let's say, 2007, but I don't believe Trump had anything to do with that. It would have improved on its own anyway, because once you go down, you
wouldn't.
have no place left to go but up.
I don't know that would improve by itself.
Are you really going to sit here and tell me that Trump made the economy better?
No, I'm not saying that at all, but I don't know, man.
Certainly Obama was
I don't
working
think
on
it's
that long
improved
before.
that much is what I'm saying.
Oh, well, let's
But Obama,
Again,
okay, all that hype that Obama did about, we created it was always created or saved X number of jobs, and it was always some weird random like 372 jobs. I'm like, what is that?
Oh, well, I agree.
That's how you know he's telling the truth.
that we're talking about improvement by degrees here. We're not talking some kind of radical transformation.
I don't think there was even that.
Huh. All right. Okay. Well, we'll definitely have to discuss this on next
Dang.
Friday night show. I think that's a great
Yeah, you
topic.
ain't got your boys back.
Not my boy. Don't get me started, dude. Not this late in the game, man.
Come on, we know you love Trump.
No.
Well,
I don't love him. I just don't hate him.
You have that vote for Trump bumper sticker on.
I don't do bumper stickers.
Trump 2020.
And that is not the bumper sticker to be rocking, unless you're in Orange County, or maybe Riverside County or San Bernardino County. I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure that Riverside and San Bernardino County do not love Trump.
You need to check out your neighbors.
Yeah. Anyway,
Like, oh yeah, of course he won Kentucky. That's where all the racists are.
that is a reference to a Saturday Night Live skit that we had the opportunity to review prior to going on the air tonight. Oh, see, I said it on the air. Going on the nets. I gotta work on that. Anyway, remember to check out the MalibuFilmFestival.com and donate at MalibuFilmFestival.com/donate. And if you have production needs, check out Mixified Media Solutions. You can call them 951-356-6882. On behalf of the local boys, Todd Chevelle and myself, Joe Carbonetta, thanks for watching tonight. This has been Around Midnight with the local boys. And don't drink and drive, and above all, stay Mixified. We'll see you next Friday night. Around Midnight is a production of Mixified Media Solutions. Mixified is a full-service multimedia production company. From boardroom to broadcast, whatever your production needs, Mixified is your solution. Go to Mixified.com, that's MIXAFIED, or call 951-356-6882. Mixified Media Solutions.